IHS, advancing decisions that advance the world.
Dr. Geiss, let me ask you, what steps have been taken by the Air Force on a daily basis to reduce tactical fuel use, such things as changing or coordinating flight plans, shifting payloads, altering the use of auxiliary power on the ground?
The Air Force on a daily basis flies about 900 mobility flights around the world, and that's in addition to all the tactical flights that we conduct with F-16s and other fighter aircraft in Afghanistan. We see the Mobility Air Force, those cargo aircraft, as one of our key opportunities to reduce our overall fuel consumption. So we are looking at not only how we operate the aircraft, but also how we load the aircraft and prepare for flights. So on the cargo side, we're looking at ways to make better usage of the cargo aircraft, ensure that we're optimizing the amount of cargo that we put on before we send that sortie out. And then as we fly the aircraft, we have software and planning tools that allow us to take advantage of the most efficient airspace, whether it's altitude, direction, etc. Not just flying direct point to point, but what is the most efficient and effective route to take for that operation.
Can you tell me more about the Air Force's work on certifying biofuels and the preliminary research at Wright-Patterson on the effects of biofuels on aircraft engines?
The Air Force has been a leader in the certification of alternative fuels, not only for the military, but also in partnership with the civilian sector. We believe that alternative fuels give us additional resiliency as we operate in the global context, give us opportunities to avail ourselves to use other fuels as they're available around the world. So it's in our best interest to understand the potential impacts of these alternative fuels on our engines. As a part of those studies, we have observed that there are some differences in a minor reduction in combustion temperature. We see a reduction in soot production out the back end of the engines, things that may in the long term have some positive benefits for the engine. But at this point, our main concern is that these drop-in fuels are a direct replacement for JP8. So it will take a little bit more work for us to determine whether there's any long-term beneficial impacts of utilizing these alternative biofuels.
And finally, can you tell me what the long-term goals of the Air Force are for reducing energy consumption, both tactically and at installations?
So tactically, I talked a little bit about what we were doing on the mobility side of things. On installations, we have an energy focus fund where we are spending specific dollars for the improvement of our facilities at the level of about $250 million a year. And that has helped us to continually get down our overall consumption of energy on our installations, and also helped us to reduce our intensity, or the energy usage per square foot of our facilities, by about 16%. And we estimate this year that those investments and our installation energy consumption and energy efficiency have helped the Air Force avoid about $500 million in costs related to energy usage.
IHS, advancing decisions that advance the world.